18s, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one up.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11. At the 37-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
Mike spoke well. Oh, you got deep? 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
First and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ball carried by number 34.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now it's Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle made by Calebon Chason.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Made by Jayon Brown.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Minshew's pass. Intercepted. The Titans take over first.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Jaguars 3.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Malcolm Butler.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Titans. A 62-yard punt return. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
For the extra point.
And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Chris Conley.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass.
It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I'm only going to be able to carry it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4 on the carry.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. To Thompson on the screen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Complete to Chris Thompson. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 38-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 53 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Makes the score Titans 20, Jaguars 10. Josh Lambo to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond now. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a gain of 9. First down, Tennessee. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
C.J. Henderson on the tackle.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
C.J. Henderson.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Again, it's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Minshew. Going deep for Eifert. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that gets them back within 10.
23.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
That's good.
23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
at the 36-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Rip left, rip left. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Check safety, check safety.
On second down now. It's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
Tannehill now to throw.
3rd and 5.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play, with the score Titans 23, Jaguars 13.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Henry on the handoff.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
On the tackle.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Gain of 12.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
The tackle made.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Minshew sets to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Tyler Eifert.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
Tannehill on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
24-yard gain.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard.